Good afternoon, my friends. This is Paul, and today I'll be reviewing for you Hello Yoshi for the Nintendo Switch. This is literally just Hello Mario, but with Yoshi in it. I could probably end the review there if I wanted to, but for the sake of being thorough, I'll just say that I think that this was a huge wasted opportunity. I really liked Hello Mario. I get that it was for the youngest possible aging demographic, but it was a nice elaboration on the face-pulling minigame from Super Mario 64, and it had some neat tricks to prevent it from just being that, like different backgrounds and some admittedly really easy minigames, but for a kid's game, it had a decent amount of surprises to discover. It even had a time limit where the game would say you need to turn this off and reset it if you want to play it more. But for this game, it's not immediately obvious what you're supposed to do with Yoshi's head compared to Mario. If you look at Mario's face, you've got his nose, his mustache, his mouth, his hat, and his ears. And you can probably imagine all sorts of different ways to play around with those different parts. With Yoshi, what distinguishing characteristics does he have? His eyes, his nose, his mouth, and I guess you could say the spikes on his back. But it felt like after just a couple of seconds, I had already discovered everything I could with him. Now, to be fair, I did spot a couple of things that were Yoshi specific, like if you tug on his mouth, he'll pull out his tongue, and then he can use that to eat stuff like mushrooms and fruit, but I only discovered how to make a fruit appear one time in my entire initial playthrough. And yes, you do have to tap on his egg to make him hatch at the beginning of the game. That's neat, I guess, but there's nothing else that makes it feel like a Yoshi game. All the music is ripped straight from Hello Mario. There's no music from Yoshi's Woolly World or Yoshi's Island. Thank goodness there's no music from Yoshi's Crafted World. That is one of the worst Nintendo soundtracks I have ever heard. I just feel like kids would have a better time with Mario because, Mario actually speaks, and he does a good job of giving nostalgia for those of us who remember how Charles Martinet basically invented Mario, and Kevin Afghani did a great job of recapturing that magic. This just feels like it's so iterative that you might as well just play Hello Mario because I think you're going to get a lot more out of it. Again, this is for the youngest possible gaming demographic, so maybe kids don't care. Maybe they will have a blast with this. And just like Hello Mario, it is free, so at least all you're losing is hard drive space. But even as someone who's way older than 3, I still enjoyed Hello Mario. I maybe got like 2 seconds of enjoyment out of this, whereas Hello Mario got maybe more like 15 minutes. So I personally would say, unless you have a really, really, really little kid, just skip this and do Hello Mario instead. I'm sorry this is a bit negative, but what you have to understand about me is that I'm not necessarily going to dismiss a game just because it's for kids, because I still think the Humongous Entertainment games hold up really well, and they have good enough writing and dialogue and secrets that even adults could have a good time. But this, I don't know, it just kind of feels insulting. Maybe if you got this instead of Hello Mario, I could see kids having somewhat of a fun time, but maybe they'd be like, well, what else can I do? I've exhausted all the options. So, like I said, they're both free, so just get Hello Mario instead. So with that, thank you very much for watching, and until the next time, remember to keep the faith, stay epic, and God bless. Bye!